The next theorem is with respect to the chords and their distances from the center. So before going to see what the theorem is, let us see how we find the distance of any line from certain point. Suppose I am considering a line L and this is my point P, and I have to find like how far line L is from line P. What I can do, I will be drawing lines from P on this line L. Okay, so now as you can see, PQ is the only perpendicular line, whereas PQ1, PQ2, PQ3 and PQ4, they are not the perpendicular line from that point P on the line L. Okay, so to find the distance of line L from point P, we usually consider, or we always consider, the perpendicular distance. Okay, so PQ length, whatever is length PQ, that will be the actual length specifying how far line L is from point P. PQ1, Q2, PQ3, PQ4, these are not the perpendicular lines. So these lines will not tell you the exact distance of that line from that respective point. Okay, so we are going to use this concept for showing the next theorem. So what is the concept? It says the perpendicular distance of a line from a point which is lying outside the line will tell you the distance of that line from that point. Okay, and as you know, the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance, and always the shortest distance tell you the how far the line is. Okay, so the line, any line, how far it is from a certain point will be known by drawing a perpendicular from that point on that given line. So now let us see what the theorem is. It says equal chords of circle are equidistant from center. Now equidistant, it means at equal distance. So equal chords of the circle are at equal distance from the center. Okay, so let us draw a circle. Now we are going to see the relation between the two chords and their distances with the center. So let us draw two chords. This is my chord AB, whereas this is my chord CD. Okay, now the theorem says equal chords of the circle. It means the given part of the theorem would be the chords are equal, that is AB equal to CD. Yes, the chords, if they are equal, they are at the equal distance from the center. Now just now we have seen how to know the distance of a point, the distance of a line from any point. Definitely we have to draw a perpendicular from that respective point on that line. So if I have to know how far AB is from O, definitely I will be drawing one perpendicular on AB. Similarly, how far is CD from O? Again, I will be drawing one perpendicular on CD. Let us name this as M and N. So our construction part would be drawing perpendicular OM on AB and ON on CD. Okay, so then what is our proof? That if they are saying the chords are equal, that means they are at the equal distance. Now which length will tell me the distance of the chords from the center? For AB, OM is the length which will tell me how far is AB from O. Similarly for CD, ON is the distance which tell me how far is CD from O. So I have to show OM equal to ON if I have to tell they are at the equal distance. Okay, so now for showing OM equal to ON, let us join OB and OD, because if I show OMB and OND, these two triangles as congruent, definitely by CPCT I can say OM equal to ON. So let us take the two triangles in triangle OMB and triangle OND. Okay, angle OMB is equal to angle OND. Yes, because both are 90 degree. What next? I have OB equal to OD. Why? Because that is the radius of circle. What else do I have? Is length BM equal to length DN? Is length BM and DN equal? Yes. We have seen one theorem which tells us that the perpendicular drawn from the center of circle bisects the chord, isn't it? So as you know, OM is the perpendicular, so it is bisecting AB. So it means AM is equal to BM. Yes. Similarly, ON is also perpendicular on CD, which means CN equal to DN. But as we know, AB and CD, the whole chords are equal in length. So definitely their half part will also be equal, isn't it? Which means if AB is equal to CD, half of AB will be equal to half of CD. Yes. Now half of AB means I will consider BM because that is that is the part of my triangle, which means BM equal to dn, and hence I can write it here, bm is equal to dn. In the reason you can specify half ab equals half cd. Now which is the congruency? One angle 90 degree, hypotenuse equal and one side equal. So the congruency is RHS. So I can say triangle OMB is congruent to triangle OND by RHS congruency, and therefore OM is equal to ON. And if OM and ON are equal, that means that the two chords are at equal distance from the center of the circle. Okay. Now, if instead of taking the two chords in the same circle, what if I take two congruent circles and the two chords are present in two different circles? Yes. For example, suppose I am taking this one circle and this is the another circle. Both are congruent, and AB I am taking in this circle, whereas CD I am taking in another circle. Again O, let us name it as O dash. Now, will these two chords be also equal or be also equidistant from the center? Yes, it means if I draw OM and if I draw O dash N, does it mean OM and O dash N are also equal? Yes. Yes, because we are considering the two triangles which are congruent. Congruent as in the two chords which are of equal length. Definitely here where I have taken OB equal to OD, here also the same thing would happen. Since the circles are congruent, that means the radius would be equal. Yes. So the theorem is not applicable only when you are taking the chords in the same circle, even if you are taking the chords in two different circles. But if the two circles are congruent, still the chords will be equidistant from the center. Okay. Let us see its converse. Now the straight theorem says if the chords are equal in length, they are equidistant from the circle. The converse says if they are equidistant, the chords are equal. The chords which are equidistant from the center are equal in length. Yes, it means OM is equal to ON. That is already given. Okay, and you have to prove that the chords are equal. It means you have to prove AB equal to CD. Now let us consider the same two triangles. If I show BM equal to DN, it means if I make it twice, so twice BM equal to twice DN, twice BM is nothing but AB and twice DN is nothing but CD. Why? Because here they have said they are equidistant. Equidistance means definitely they have drawn the two lines OM and ON as perpendicular, because whenever you are talking about distance, you are always going to draw the perpendiculars. And the theorem says a perpendicular from the center of circle always bisects the chord. Okay, so it means AM and BM are equal, whereas DN and CN are already equal. Only the thing to be shown is if I show BM and DN equal, just the reverse of what we have done, which means the whole length will also be equal. So let us consider the same two triangles and see how we can show them congruent. Therefore, by CPCT, I can say BM equal to DN. Now in the two triangles, the first angle 90 degree, that will remain the same. So OMB is equal to angle OND. Why? Because both are 90 degree. What next? OB equal to OD. Yes, is it? Because both are the radius of circle. What next? OM equal to ON, because that is your given thing, right? So now as you can see, one angle is 90 degree, the hypotenuse is equal, whereas the one side is also equal. In our previous case, BM and DN were equal, so that was the common side. And here OM and ON are equal, which are the perpendicular. So again the two triangles are congruent by RHS congruency. And hence I can say BM equal to DN. Yes, why? Because that is the part of the same congruent triangles. But since BM equal to DN, what if I multiply it with 2? So twice BM equal to twice DN. Yes, since it is a perpendicular, I already know that it is bisecting the chord. So length BM and AM are equal, whereas length DN and length CN are also equal. So if I take 2 times BM, can I replace that with AB? Yes. Similarly, if you are taking 2 times DN, can I replace it with CD? Yes. So which means the two chords are also equal. Okay, so the theorem which is specifying with respect to the length, with respect to the distances of the chord from the center. If the chords are equal, then they are at the equal distance, and if they are at the equal distance, then the chords are equal in length.